Hi, everybody. This is my privilege to start. Monika and I, over the next 10 minutes, will tell you a short story about what happened in Gdańsk half a year ago. All right, so let's begin. Once upon a time, in a European city, over the duration of 1 month, there were children and adults with some cards, very mysterious thing. There were unusual devices attached in many places. There were people happily moving on streets. There were huge emotions. And everyone kept discussing active mobility. All of that because of Bitwa na kilometry, which translates into Battle for Kilometers. And it is a campaign based on a switch campaign model and takes a lot from Beat the Street, developed by Intelligent Health. Where exactly all this happened? It happened in Gdańsk, a medium-sized city in the north of Poland, where 37% of all trips are made on public transport, 20% on foot, 4% by bicycle, it is growing, and about 40% by private car. How did we prepare? We focused on people who were affected by the start of a new school year, and the target group members were composed of children, their parents or caretakers, and school staff of 3 primary schools in Gdańsk. We installed tracking devices around schools and in their vicinity. We gave all the target group members those cards. All the components were provided by Intelligent Health. We prepared information packages delivered to everyone, which consisted of maps of school areas around schools, with the boxes marked in pink. We gave to the pupils brochures that included information about mobility, health, good eating, and fun stuff for all 30 days of the campaign, all prepared in a form attractive to young readers. We also prepared brochures for adults with information about the project and the campaign, all the rules and so forth. And apart from that, we prepared online service sheet, which actually is a menu where participants could choose their preferred packages. Either a cycling, everybody received a cycling map of Gdańsk and a leaflet about sustainable mobility, and could choose a package about cycling with saddle cover and a bike lamp kit, or a step counter and elastic colorful shoelaces. We had a special website dedicated to the campaign and a Facebook page. And additional support were provided by the local companies who gave gifts for the winners of the day. And to boost the response for the questionnaires which were necessary for the project, we organized raffles. Also, we printed posters and certificates of completion, which we gave them to all the children which took part in the campaign. And after all those preparations, the game began.
Thank you. So the game began in mid-September, and it hit it off with local communities right from day one. And the participants with the cards, they were asked to tap their cards on the boxes, and at least 2 taps were required to gain the points. Of course, more points, more distance walked or cycled. And players, they could participate as individuals with individual account, and as well as school teams members. And everybody, especially adults, were asked to switch their car trips into more active mobility, like walking or cycling. It was the local trips to school, trips for shopping or for leisure. And thanks to the game, people just got to know their placement, their districts better. They also got to know each other better, their neighbors, their classmates, and they became more involved in physical activity and more aware of the health benefits of it. And children had, of course, a lot of influence on their parents, which also were highly involved. And everybody had a lot of fun, but not only outside, but also with the games that were proposed in the brochures, especially dedicated for children. And the active mobility and the healthy lifestyle was the topic and a point of attraction for everybody. The schools themselves, they've made a lot of big and good job by preparing information and extra motivation for children and parents. They also organized extra events like weekend walks to get more points for school teams. So the battle was very hard, and the winner was decided on the very last day of it. And imagine just 2 hours before midnight. So at the end of the game, we organized the celebration for the Bitwa na Kilometry in the schools. And we decided to give the rewards for the active travelers, the objects that are connected with activity, and as well the 300 euros check provided by Intelligent Health for the 2 winning schools. And our deputy mayor visited all 3 schools. And among those emotions that are visible, the winners of the draft were chosen. And they were really overwhelmed. And more, the points they got, they had, of course, more chances to win something. We have rewarded also the adults that were engaged in the game. And at the end of each meeting, the family photo with mayor was taken. And the results of our campaign, they speak by themselves. So first of all, we could observe better relation and social relation between people that took part in the game. They became more aware and put more in practice the active travel and healthy lifestyles. And the campaign itself received also congratulations from the participants. So you can see, like, for example, Christoph. He said, "It motivated my whole family to reduce the use of car and choose the bike in getting to school and work." And we have received over 100 of very positive comments like this. But let's look at the numbers. So those people in just 30 days walked and cycled over 170,000 kilometers, which is great. And 57% of adults, because just adults were filled the questionnaires, they said they walked more. 29 of them, they said to cycle more, and at least 41, they said to use their car less frequently. And for long-term results, at least 67 of them, they said they feel more motivated to be active and use active travel for everyday uses. So thank you very much for your attention.